What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video and hype this video because I'm going to talk about Kent Bazemore. Now, Kent Bazemore got divorced from his wife, Samantha. Well, it was finalized in 2024. She filed in 2023. His last stint with an NBA team was in 2022. There's a reason why I'm going in those numbers, right? The domino effect of his NBA career coming to an end happened right after what the 2022 NBA season, might be the 2022-2023 season. Quite sure, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But in that sequence from 2022, when he was last on the Los Angeles Lakers, to 2023 when his wife filed for divorce. And then the next year, I believe, is when it was finalized. There's more. There's more. His career, his NBA career started in 2012 and ended in 2022. He got married to Samantha in 2017. She files for divorce in 2022. And we're going to go over this timeline. And you're going to wonder, why are you talking about this, Jay? This happened in 2024. Well, Kent Bazemore's name and his marriage has been trending for the last 2 years. Now, I did not make a video initially on the separation because there was nothing to talk about. But I saw this recently on X. And they talked about, and I did not know this, because I really didn't read too deeply into this divorce. He actually had to pay her $1.5 million just to keep his home, on top of the $5,000 a month in child support he has to pay her for their 2 children, even though apparently his income is $3,500. That makes no sense to me, but that is the court system. And y'all wonder why I think marriage is a joke? I would say this, though. The smart thing that he did, if it mattered, he actually had a prenuptial agreement, which was very smart. I don't know what more she could have gotten. I mean, she still got $1.5 million from him just to keep his house. Maybe he cared more about keeping the house and said, you know what, I'll pay you 1.5. Hopefully you take that money and find a place to stay, which is what happened here, right? But a prenup was signed, apparently. Maybe that was part of it. Maybe it was renegotiated. But as I told y'all, and I keep telling y'all, what is the point of marriage if that woman is going to run to the courts to file for divorce? What is the point of marriage? What's the point of it? What's the point of signing something if the spouse that you are with has 1 foot out the door? Now, again, we don't know the intimate details of the marriage, but what we do know is that as soon as his NBA career was done, she was done. I don't think that's a coincidence. I see this a lot. I'm not saying she's a bad person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he did anything. What I'm saying is these women ain't in it for the long haul. They're in it for the short term. It's all about the short term. They hear to what can I get now? What is the point of marriage if it's just going to fall apart after your NBA career is done? Again, you're married from 2017 to 2022. This is a cautionary tale. Y'all know I speak against marriage in America because I think it's just, there's no point to it. There's absolutely no point in getting married to somebody who knows that they have more to gain from it than you, who have 1 foot out the door, who's already looking at what's next. Let's get into this article. Ex-NBA player Kent Bazemore finalized a divorce. Now, this is back in 2024. Again, from people who are going to tell me in the comment section, this is 2024, Jay. I know. Ex-NBA player Kent Bazemore finalized a divorce from his ex-wife, Samantha Serp. Page 6 can exclusively reveal that he had to pay her 6 figures for her share of their marital home. Court documents obtained by Page 6 Tuesday showed that Bazemore, who's 35, paid Samantha $1.5 million for her share of the Atlanta estate. In return, the college athlete had to issue a pronounced quitclaim deed, transferring any and all interest that she had in the house to the former Hawks players. Bazemore, who's trying to revive his career after signing with the Greensboro Swarm, the Hornets G League affiliate, in January, also received sole and exclusive use, ownership, and possession of the 2022 Porsche 911, the 2022 Audi RS6, and the 2022 Dodge Ram 1500. So he got the possessions. If you actually look at this, I don't think he really lost anything. Now, the child support thing is, he's going to have to figure that out. But if you look at everything, he got the house, he got the cars, she got the money. She chose the money. She didn't want, she didn't get her piece of the house, and he got to keep all the cars. Because, men, we take pride in what we buy. And he felt like those cars, now maybe he sold them since then, I don't know. But he gets to keep those, the house and the cars, He could basically move another woman right in there if he hasn't already. This is back in 2024. And she took the money. And she's getting $5,000 a month in child support, which is crazy again, because apparently his income is below $5,000 a month. Samantha, meanwhile, retained ownership of a 2019 Mercedes. The former couple also agreed that they would not have to pay alimony to each other. However, they have a child support agreement for their 2 kids, son Jet and daughter Nixon, the documents state. Bazemore, whose monthly income is listed at nearly $3,500, is ordered to pay the Villanova alum $5,000 per month in child support on the 1st of each month, beginning May 1st of 2024. Page 6 broke the news that Samantha filed for divorce from Bazemore in January 2023 after 5 years of marriage. She claimed in her petition that the union was irretrievably broken with no chance of reconciliation. Samantha listed the date of separation as November 23rd of 2022. Bazemore made a name for himself in the NBA when he signed a 4-year, $70 million deal with the Hawks before the 2026 season. And you know what's crazy about these numbers? He got married a year later. He got married a year later. The athlete fulfilled his contract and then spent a year with the Portland Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings before growing fatigued of 1-year contracts because he wanted more stability for his family. Tired of bouncing around, wife is definitely sick of it. She's human, man. He told the Mercury News in 2021, every time she gets going, it's time to go again. So this right here definitely looks like him and his wife she wanted stability. She did not like the having to go from team to team, but that's just the life of an NBA player or NFL player. You might be with a team for a couple of years or a year, and you're going to have to end up going elsewhere. That's just how it is. Unless you sign a 10-year contract, more than likely you're only going to be on a team for a couple of years and then you're on to the next team. So that could have definitely played a part into why she was ready to get out as well. Is she got tired of having to move with him to different places, but that's just the life of an NBA player. He was an NBA player. Now I'm not quite sure when they first start dating, but before he married her, he was an NBA player. He was an NBA player. And that's just the lifestyle that goes on. Again, it could have played a part into why she did not want to be a part of his life anymore. Listen, I'm hopeful everything works out for him. And actually both of them, because they have to co-parent. But I just want to show people that sometimes you're better off as men working and building yourself up. And I say this all the time too. If you are a professional athlete sometimes it's better to marry when your playing career is over than marrying during your playing career. And if the woman that you are with doesn't understand that, then she's not the one for you. She has to understand that it's better to wait until after your career to get married than during, because it's going to take a toll on both of you. People say, well, if they're in a relationship, it can still take a toll, but the commitment isn't there. The commitment, the marriage, it's not there. That element puts pressure on these guys and a lot of these couples. It puts pressure on them to make it work because of marriage. You take that element out of it, he plays his career, he makes his money, and now he can be home. He can be with the family. That's just the type of sacrifices you have to make if you want to be a professional athlete. That's what comes with it. He's not working a 9-to-5 job. He's working a job that very few men can work. So sacrifices are going to have to be made, unfortunately. And that's why I think it's better for these guys to play their careers, focus on that, instead of focusing on trying to keep a marriage together. When you could be focusing on your career and building and being with a woman who understands that, right? Then having to, worry about what you do on the court or on the field. You then got to worry about your marriage and trying to keep that together off of it, right? So let me know in the comment section. Let me thoughts, like, video, share. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.